Hopefully I'm in the frame. Everything's good. I don't even know what fucking look I'm doing yet. Fuck, I don't even know what look to do. Hello guys, what is up? What is good? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. Today, in the depths of my boredom, I was just sitting in bed talking to a friend of mine, and it inspired me to record a video of me doing like a Halloween sort of makeup look. I know I was talking with him and I was just like, what should I do? Should I do kind of like a fall look, or should I do like a Halloween-y type of look? And he kind of convinced me to do the Halloween look. So without further ado, we're gonna go from this ugly potato to this. If you want to know how to get this look, keep on watching. Alright, first things first, it is important that we prime our faces. I'm going to be using my Urban Decay Rebound Face Primer. I don't know if it's just me, but does anybody else feel like those kind of like smell like alcohol? I'm not too sure. I think that's just me. I don't know. Alright, that's smart. We're going to grab a beauty blender. All of my beauty blenders are dirty, so excuse that. Just push it into your skin. Yeah, no, so like today I literally had nothing to do. I woke up early in the morning to do my eyebrows for school, because all I ever do for school is eyebrows. Sometimes I do my foundation, rare are the times I do, but I just woke up to do my eyebrows and go to hell, which is school. And somehow today went by really slow but fast. It was really weird. I went to the bathroom and before you know it, I come out, I'm like, and class was already over. Alright, so now that we have finished priming our face, I'm going to go ahead and just add a perfecting primer. This is my Hard Candy Sheer Envy. I like using this just on my T-zone just because that's where my pores are kind of like screaming, hi, hello. So if I just cover that. But you know, I got home. Did I eat? Bitch, I always eat. Of course I ate. I ate, played around with my dog a little. With my puppy a little. And I took a nap with him and it was great. Right, and once that we have set all this onto our face, we're gonna go ahead and start applying foundation. Just so you guys know, I have a mirror. You probably can't see it, but it's like right down here, just so like I can see what I'm doing with myself. I also have a mirror like right there behind you guys, just so that I could kind of see myself, like, is this okay, is this cool? And then right here, is this okay, is this cool? Then I have you guys there. So if you see me kind of glancing, like not necessarily at the camera, but like this, if not down here, it's because I'm looking around. So for foundation, I'm going to be using my Kat Von D Lock-It foundation in the shade Medium Warm 62. Personally, for me, I love this foundation. It's a really good foundation. I have had no issues whatsoever with it. However, I know I've heard from other different types of people that have used this that say it either like comes off during the day, or say like when they do concealer, it doesn't apply too well. Like the concealer itself just like takes it off. I don't know. Personally, I have no issues against this. Probably the only thing I have to say about this foundation is that it smells like fucking paint. That's literally it. I mean, I also do know that it oxidizes, which for me, it's not a big issue. I mean, as long as you know how to pick your shade for a foundation that oxidizes, you won't have an issue. Oh my god, just beat that in there. So like right now, my dogs will shut up. Like right now, I don't know how it's reading in the camera, but it's like yellowy on my end. It has like a pretty yellow undertone. I'm not gonna lie, no tea, no shade. But it'll oxidize. You may notice it. Oh my god, he's fucking up. You will probably notice, and it'll kind of match my shade a little. Oh my god. Oh my god. My arm gets so tired when I'm doing this. Like, it just feels like it's gonna fall off. But the end result is worth it. I think it's so funny the faces one makes when they're doing their makeup. It's like to get under that double chin, you're like, need to get a little more just for the forehead, because I used them already. So what I first used was 2 pumps, and that just got half of my face. But then again, I'm a type of person who likes having like a porcelain type of skin, so I probably use a lot more than I should. How do you guys like your makeup? Are you a porcelain skin type of person? Do you just like have that natural look? What's your taste? Comment down below. I'd love to know. So after we apply there, oh, poke my eye. Just really press it into the skin. It's a really good way to make sure like your pores and your skin absorbs it, so that it doesn't look like you have a sheet of color on top of your skin. To really push it in. Ow! Alright, so once we have gotten that down, I'm just cleaning my hand, because Lord knows how many times I've stained my clothes just by leaving my like foundation and concealer on here. It's terrible. Alright, so now that we have put foundation on our face, we're actually going to go ahead and move on to our concealer. For concealer, I like using the Fenty Beauty Matchsticks. This one is in the shade Caramel. What the lady at Sephora recommended I do, so I warm it up. She says warm it up on like your hand, so if you kind of just like warm up the stick like this, it'll be better, so that when you apply it on your actual like face, it applies a lot smoothly, and it doesn't take away your foundation. How you have worked so hard to apply. I know it could be a waste of concealer too, but oh well. I cannot tell you how many times I've just kind of led my life with the oh well thing, like I could quit my job, but I don't want to go I don't want to go job hunting again. Oh well, and I just don't go with it. I don't go through with it. Or like, you can find me better friends that'll actually text me and hit me up. But oh well. Alright, so now that we have our concealer down, we're going to go ahead and press it down. Blending it in. Just so you guys know, a good tip too, I probably should have mentioned this earlier, but my beauty blender is a little damp. It's really good. I know like there's a lot of things where people are like, you should definitely like dampen your beauty blender, it will help blend. And I didn't believe it so much, but I mean it actually does work. It does its job. It does a girl good. Please tell me, if you're watching this, please tell me you know who says that. Oh. That just reminded me, guys. So I had a stud on my nose, and I was like, oh, I'm getting tired of this stud. So I decided to switch it out for a ring. And I was very skeptical of doing so. I was like, do I really want to switch it out? Go through the hassle, all that stuff. And so my broke ass went to Walmart to buy like a $5 one that they sold there in the jewelry department. And I managed to slip it in, although it kind of hurt. And I was like, this is probably it. This is probably it. I'm dead. I'm gone. I'm gonna fucking die. But I kept it there for a little bit. The problem, though, which I mean, it's from Walmart, it's cheap, is that it kept falling out. So then I went to Spencer. No, I went to Hot Topic, and I bought me like 2 sets of them. And for the life of me, with those ones, I could not find the hole, like inside my nose, to like push it under and loop it around. It wasn't until today that I actually figured it out. I spent like 2 days trying to figure it out, and I think my nose ring is infected now. So, yay for that, right? Fun. Super fun. Alright, so now that we have pressed that into our skin, we're going to go ahead and bake. For my baking, I'm going to be using the Tarte baking powder in the shade Translucent. I've never really ever been a fan of like tinted setting powders. Maybe it's just because I've never found my right shade, but I always seem to either get, no, not even, I always seem to get a darker shade, like every time. I always go for a darker shade. I just think I'm too what? I think I'm too dark sometimes, so I always go for a darker shade, and I fuck myself over. So I just end up going with a translucent one instead. So we're gonna press that into our skin. And then press that into your skin. Let me just say, pressing it into your skin is an important thing, not just like whoop, because it just pushes everything, like your concealer, it absorbs any excess oils that you have, excess concealer. Pushing it in will absorb it into your pores, and it'll provide a smoother finish. Some more. And push it under. Ooh. Guys, this is already the Halloween look. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it. No, just kidding. We want to be cakey queens. Just kidding, no, we don't. We want to be porcelain skin queens. Oh, that didn't work. That didn't work either. This one for your cupid as well. And some for your chin. I am inspired by Miranda sings. I've literally, ever since I watched the show on Netflix, I've never stopped being like, you know how she does it? I'm so stupid, I hate myself. Alright, so now that we have kind of baked right now, we're just gonna let that sit for like 5 minutes. In the meantime, while we bake for 5 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and do a funny face massage. Alright, when all is set and done, we're gonna go ahead and just brush it off, brush it off, brush it off, brush it off, brush, brush, brush it off, brush it off, brush it off. Hopefully this all comes out right and it doesn't make me look so fucking stupid. Like the time I did cocaine in the bathroom stall. I don't know what I'm singing, so I'm gonna stop. See, I wonder how this is reading. Oh! Just kidding, actually it doesn't look that bad. Alright. So this is kind of following like the glammy type of thing. But this is where the fun part goes in. So right now we're going to go ahead and do our eyebrows. I'm debating if I should show you how I do my eyebrows, even though it's like terrible. Alright, so I'm going to do my eyebrows off of the camera. I'll go ahead and come back once I am done. Alright, so now that my brows are done, I'm just going to go ahead and kind of recap what products I used. So to do my eyebrows, I used this one. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the shade Granite. Moving on then to start concealing, I went ahead and used the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Tan Stand. Then, obviously because it's a concealer, I went and go ahead and powdered it back down with some of the Tarte setting powder. And then to set my brows, like the hairs, I went ahead with the NYX Control Freak Brow Gel in the shade Clear. Alright, my hair, whack. My skin, whack. My life, whack. But we're gonna make the best of it. We're gonna go ahead and move on after I pull back my hair. Alright, hopefully this will stay a little longer. So now that this is set, we are going to go ahead and start with the look. So we're kind of going for the beauty look, so that's why I kind of like glammed up with like concealer, foundation, all that fun jitter jatter. Now we're going to move on to the actual design. This is where it gets a little like, because you don't want to mess it up, but you want to mess it up. No, because you don't want to mess it up, but you may mess it up. And if you do mess it up, it's like, we're going to go ahead and outline our jawline then. Kind of the trusty palette for me when it comes to like any type of like, not, I wouldn't say it's a special effects look, but any type of like over the top glam looks definitely am best in the Morphe 35B palette. This one will do a sister good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of my thin brushes. I'm going to use this one. This is just the Anastasia 2-in-1 that you could use for your brow. Just gonna dip it in the black shade, and you're just gonna go ahead and outline your jaw. So you just kind of want to feel where your jawline exactly is. Then we want to make sure this is parallel to the other side. So So hopefully this kind of looks a little parallel, same. I mean, if it's not, whoopsie doopsie, lemon poopsie. All right, so now that we have the jawline kind of set, as you can kind of see, we're gonna kind of angle it down. That way it's like that skeleton jaw. Now with this one, you don't want to go all the way too down because you'll fade it down. So travel it like that. Same thing on the other side. The cool thing about redrawing, especially with black, is anything underneath is going to be black either way. So if you like fiddle around with it and find where it would be best, that is okay, because you're going to just shade it black underneath anyways. Then what I like doing is then go ahead and grab your black eyeliner. I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty black liner and then actually darken that line. So patience is key, guys. Be patient and everything else will follow. So once you have that set, we are going to grab I don't think the brush really matters. I personally would just grab kind of like this. It's like a sort of angled brush. It's not like thin, it's a little thick, but grab it and like smear it down again just to like cast a shadow. Oh, I think I'm better on my right than my left. I think this one's turning out a lot better than this one, but you know what, fuck it, it's Halloween, it's gonna be night, nobody's gonna fucking care. So you're just going to underline that in black. So I know you already lined it in black, just underneath add black eyeshadow. So now that we have that black set, we're gonna go ahead and go with like a red undertone. So into that same Morphe 35B palette, I'm gonna dip into the red shade and mix it with the black. So like I would like outline it where you left off with that black. Make sure you push it back like into your hair. Alright, so now once this is set, that same brush, you're now just gonna bring that red down. Now that this is intensified, just go ahead and grab just kind of like a blending brush of some sort and just blend it. So for my red lipstick, I'm gonna be using this red lipstick from the Jeffree Star Equality lip package in the shade Red Rum. If you don't know how to line your lips with liquid liner, which is totally fine, that's okay. If not, just line it underneath. Now that this red is set, go ahead and grab your black liner and just kind of like, I would like add a little like line here, just to simulate like your mouth. So with this brush, this little packing brush, you're gonna go ahead and dip into the black and add dimension to the edges of your lip. Then what you do is go back with your red shade, put a little bit on the bottom of your lip, a little bit on the top, and do the same action. So this will add an ombre effect. Probably it's not reading too well on the screen, my apologies. Now that we have that, we're gonna go ahead and make like the little stitches on our lips. So I'm gonna start on this side. And keep in mind, these don't have to be symmetrical. Again, like, it's a fucking killer. Like, you're dead somehow. So, yeah. No, this is what exactly I was afraid of doing. No. Just patch it up. Nothing a little patching can't do. Now that we have the stitches going on, we're going to line them with a little bit of, with a little red, just so that it can really pop, like, you know, bloody. I would personally grab kind of like a little, kind of like round brush, not like a round brush, but just a little circular one so that you can add little details of wood. If you have one of these, that's fine. If not, it'll be good either way. And I'm just gonna like kind of stamp it. And then just blend that out, like, really, just like. You just, yeah. Alright, now that this part of our face is done, we're gonna go ahead and move to the upper side of our face. So, we're gonna add a little bit of concealer under our eye just to prep our eye so that we can start adding color. I'm going to go in with my Inset Age Rewind Erase Dark Circles by Maybelline. I just go with this one because it's probably the lightest one I have, and for those of you who probably know, don't know, if you don't know, you should know. If you if you conceal your eyes with the lighter concealer, colors tend to really pop out a lot more. Diving back into that Morphe palette, we are going to go ahead and grab sort of like a blending slash packing brush. I'm gonna go dive into the red and then just kind of like line your crease. I'm a cut crease type of gal, so I'm gonna be doing sort of like a cut crease type of look. So boom, bitch. Then, with a regular just blending brush, oh my god, I am so freaking unprepared. Just look at how my rag is right now. That's terrible. Clean it up a little with this blending brush, just any generic blending brush. Blending, you're just gonna go ahead and blend this up. So I'm not doing this right now because I'm recording the video, but usually when I do my makeup, it's weird. I like watching Family Guy, or I just like putting on like a show of some sort. I don't know. When it comes to background music, I mean, I don't mind listening to music, but I like putting on like shows to watch while I'm doing certain things. It's relaxing to me. It's just really relaxing. I can't. So now that we have this, I am going to go with like a black, and I'm going to like and then again, just grabbing like a generic blending brush, blend that black out with the red. We ain't about those harsh lines, honey. Okay, this looks like a mess. This is for, honestly, this is probably like my favorite part of doing makeup is when you get to cut the crease. For cutting the crease, I'm gonna go ahead and go back with that same concealer, the Maybelline concealer. I'm gonna grab a clean brush. This is actually a brush that I only use for cutting creases. It's not that brush. I don't know why I grabbed it. It's this little tiny brush. Grab a little bit of that and start concealing, honey. Alright, we is good to go. Now in that same Morphe palette, we are going to apply a white. So with a packing brush, pretty clean one, make sure it's clean. Go ahead and dive into some of that white on that 35B. Just pack it in there, sister. So now that the whole under eye is painted white, brush off the excess. And now we are going to grab our red liner. What I would do is I would grab any lining brush of your choice. You're gonna grab some of that red lip. Be careful which lip liner you use though. There's some lip liners that are not okay for your eyes. These ones by Jeffree Star are. And just line. I would just end it there because we're gonna now go into shit nuggets. We're now gonna grab our Fenty Beauty, if I can find it, and then kind of do like an ombre to black. Go ahead and go, once you finish lining, go back with like a little bit of red to add that ombre effect. And you're all set. And I'll go ahead and quickly do the other eye out of the camera, and I'll go ahead and come back when I am all the way done. Alright, so now I finished my eyes, I went ahead and just did that. I did my cut crease. I added some red with black in the under eye. I also put on my lashes for those of you who want to know. I'm using the Sephora Deluxe lashes. The brand, or the kind is the Demure number 24. That's what I used to apply that. I used my duo, just a duo liner thing, whatever. So now we're just going to add some finishing touches like highlight. So for the highlight, I'm using my Huda Beauty 3D highlighter palette. I'm going to dig into Fifi and Celicious. I'm not sure how you say that. And we'll do a little bit of that on the jawline or cheekbone. And a little bit on there too. I'm going to be using this little dome shaped brush. Add a little bit center of the eye. A little underneath the brow bone. Oh my god, we finally finished. I have 4 minutes to like wipe all of this down and get ready for cheer. Great. But overall, this has been super fun doing. I mean, I recreated a look I kind of did not so long ago. I love it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video so much. Thank you again so much for watching. Thanks for sticking by, all those fellow followers. If you like this makeup tutorial, please leave a like, comment down below. What can I do better? What do you want to see next? Just drop anything. Just be like, hi bitch. Again, like, comment, and subscribe for future videos. I keep repeating myself, but thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.